Welcome everyone, back with the latest time trial video, where I go through my best lap, and show you if I'm able to get gold, driving in automatic. And hopefully show other drivers who attempt this in automatic, that if I was able to be fast enough, then it can be done. Sometimes, I'm not fast enough, or the elite drivers make the gold target out of reach, and I'll have to switch to manual. I'll showcase those laps in these videos as well. I do all my driving on controller, and in time trials, I drive with assists on, which are countersteering, ASM, ABS, and traction if needed. I'm also using the braking area, apex markers, and chasing one of the leader's ghost. The second part of this video will be the chase cam view, so you can see the full position of the car through turns as I'm driving. With all that being said, let's jump right into the lap and show you how I did. This time trial is at Road Atlanta in the Mazda Roadster touring car. I ended up switching my traction from 0 to 1 for a few laps and was able to set a new record. Turn 1, I used this orange paint on the barrier and brake just as it passes off screen, then a quick brake and let it coast, then back on the throttle towards the end of the inside curb and go full out. Here at the top of the hill, I used the beginning of these signs as my marker, let off at the end of the area, back on the throttle early and just a little until I get stable enough to go full out. Be careful going over these curbs, they're slippery and can send you flying. Here at the other hill, I used this fox sign, and brake around this point, let off going over the last bar, then back on the throttle at the apex and pretty much going full out from there. Here at the double right, I used this tree before the 200 board. I let off around the end of the third last bar, let it coast, then on the throttle quickly before the next braking zone. And for this one, I used the third bar, and for those who don't use the area, there's a slight curve in the curb that you can use, let off approaching the last bar, then again early and slightly on the throttle until I can go full out. The reason I switched my traction to 1 was to get a bit more stability on the exits when hitting the throttle. It worked for this lap, but the final outcome wasn't much different. Here at the final section, I used this little opening in the fence right before the 100 board, let off at the end of the area, and very quickly and very slightly on the throttle over the first curb, then about 50% over the next curb. I do lift very slightly on the exit to help with rotation because I was a little too wide. Now here approaching the line, swinging it to the right, trying to keep it from going too wide. I only managed to shave off a tiny bit from my previous record for 1:29.529, and as I said, switching my TCS didn't really make a difference. Now I leave you with the chase cam view. Hope this video can help all my fellow automatic drivers get themselves that gold. Please like, comment and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and see you in the next video.